Welcome to another video from Dr. Lock. We did a video a while ago and it was called what's the best programmer for me, or what's the best key programmer. So I wanted to take you through on this bad boy here. Now I bought this one because I have another one just like it, which I bought about 10 or more years ago, and to date I'm still using it. So a lot of people want to ask what the best key programmer is, and there is many key programmers out there. They all do different functions. Some do the same type of cars, some have better menus, some have less tokens, things along that line. But if you were to compare bang for buck and functionality, this machine right here you couldn't go past. So if you were to put everything that one machine does on a scale and the cost on another scale, and you were to kind of compare them, what's the best value, this machine would be it. So this is not the best key programmer. You know, there is ones that do more complicated tasks, but what is the best value key programmer? This thing right here. Now this is the blue model, and this is a 100% complete knockoff made in Taiwan. Yeah, it is a knockoff, but it's great and I like it, and it works well, and it can do some amazing functions. There is some reports that it can do damage on particular cars, but hey, look, if you're going to base your business around a $150 machine that you get off eBay, you best do your homework a little bit to know what cars it will work and what cars it won't work. And if you do that, then you can quite happily get along with your life using this machine in the times that you do use it. As far as investment, $150, come on. If you can't afford that, you know, you probably shouldn't be programming car keys, because car keys can be extremely expensive. Some of the machines that I've gone over cost thousands of dollars. Never get a return on them. You know, it's just a complete minefield. And I said to one locksmith the other day, if I'd known how expensive car automotive keys were and how much I would need to be spending on programming them into cars and the return on it, I would probably just forget about doing it, and I would have just gone and bought a boat. If I want to throw money at something and not get a return on it, I should have just bought a ski boat or a sailing boat. And we both laughed. But the truth is, that's what's happening. Automotive is coming right down. The prices are coming right down. What used to cost $900 now costs $180 on a Sunday. So if you're going to go out there investing a large amount of money, are you ever going to see return on your tools? And a lot of my tools I haven't seen a return on. This particular machine I have seen a return on. And I saw one on eBay the other day, and I was thinking to myself, my one is 10 years old. So I thought, I'm going to go buy another one, because this one has the latest functions in it. So I know the other one has all the functions the other one has, but this one has more. So I thought, okay, you know, look, I'll buy it, and if I use it on particular cars, then it's a good tool for me for that. One of the upgrades that I had to do with the original one was I had to change the OBD cable. This one comes with the right OBD cable, so it powers on the unit without needing a second auxiliary power supply. As far as the card at the back, I'd have to pull it apart to see if it works, because I know not of what that function does, and I've never seen anything of it. Same with this port right here. I have never used that port, and I don't know exactly what it does. Please leave your comments down below. Me and few other people would like to know if you know what this does and what this does, because as far as I know, it does nothing. Alright, so let's go through and just plug this in. And it comes with a power pack as well, by the way. And let's go through some of the menus here and have a little bit of a look at it, so that you too can gauge whether this is the best value key programmer out there for 2020. I believe it is. Okay, F1 function. Password saved. Cool. Voltage is 10.71, but we are running off the power pack, so that's a little bit concerning. Alright, what I'm going to do now is I'm just actually going to focus up, and I'm going to turn the lights off so we can see this screen clearly. Okay, so now we can both identify what we can see. Okay, so let's go through the immobilizers now, and as you can see, Acura, Alfa, Buick, Cadillac, Chevrolet America, Chevrolet Basic, Chevrolet Can, Chrysler, Citroen, Dodge, Fiat, Ford AU, let's have a look there. Well, actually, we'll go through the menu and then I'll look in depth in them as well. Ford USA, GMC, Can, Holden, Honda, Hummer Can, Hyundai USA, Infiniti Jaguar, Jeep, Kia USA, Lexus, Lincoln, Mazda, Mercury, Mitsubishi Australia, Mitsubishi Greek, Mitsubishi USA, Nissan Japan, Nissan Truck, Nissan USA, Oldsmobile, Opel, Volex, Peugeot, and it goes on, Renault, Saab USA, Saturn, Seat, Skoda, Subaru, Suzuki, Toyota Japan, Toyota PSA, Volkswagen, Volkswagen America, Volkswagen USA. Okay, cool. Let's start from the beginning again and go through them. Acura, enter. So they're all the models on screen that you have for that. They're the year on the side of it. Quite a few. Alfa Romeo. Okay, they're the year models and they go through. Look, this machine might not do everything that some of the other ones do. It might not get the actual password and stuff like that. But if you've got the password, you might be able to actually use this machine to program it in. For the cars that I use it for, it's worked very good for me. So that's why I'm quite happy spending another $150 to have the latest one, because there has been some updates. That's the truth. There has been some updates on this knockoff machine, and that makes it really good. Audi USA, let's go again. I'm going to go through a little bit quick, just because there is so many menus and things, and you want to know if it does a particular car, then this is the only way to kind of find out. So that's why I'm going through one by one, so that you can see what's on screen under each and every one. Okay, we're down one, enter. Now, some of the cars are renamed here, like Chevrolet we call Holden in Australia, and it might be under a different model, and you might actually be able to program it in and not know it because it's under a different model. We had that the other day. This machine here is what we call the SBB, and what we were using the other day was the SKP 100, I believe it is, which was it's pretty much the exact same machine. It's just shaped differently, like a T300. And we were able to program in a 2006 car, no troubles, using the TK100, which is the same machine as this. But of course we had to find it under Chevrolet. Sorry, where were we here? Chrysler. PT Cruiser's in there, that's a common one in Australia. Town and Country. Voyager, 200, 300s in there, a lot of 300 in there. Citroen. Okay, we got Berlingo, SB, Berlingo SV, C2, C3, C4, C5, C6, Jimny, some of the other models I'm not so familiar with. Dodge, some Challenger Can. I apologise if I'm going so fast over this menu. We've got the RAM now, but if I do this, it's going to be very boring. It's going to be a very boring video if we go through every single menu. Okay, let's look at the ones that are basic to Australia here. Okay, let's go from top to bottom and see what things could be of possible use to us. We have Alfa Romeo, yes, we've gone over that. We have Audi, yes, we've gone over that. Chevrolet we have, which is like Opel or Holden. So we have that as well. Chrysler we have, Citroen we have, Fiat we have. So let's just look over them. Some of the Fiat Daily, that's one of those work vans. That's an interesting one. Back, let's go down. Ford, let's go Ford Australia and see what it can do. So we've got the B series, Escape, Explorer, which we have, Ford Focus, S-Type. S-Type might actually be Jaguar, because Jaguar did that. And 121. Okay, looking at Holden now, that's another Australian brand. Astra, which is really Opel. Verena, again Opel. Combo, 98 to 2001. So these are fairly old. But bang for buck, if you're doing older cars, which a lot of people don't want to pay much money for, it makes no sense having an extremely expensive programmer to do that. If you're doing really old cars and you're happy doing that, then you could definitely make a profit from this. Hyundai Accent, 96 to 99. Here's one, Accent, 06 to 11. I'm going to try and see, here we go, Elantra, 07 to 17. See, you're starting to see some more modern cars here. Excel, all the way up to 99. The Getz up to 09. H1, which is the iLoad, it can go all the way up to 06. H1 diesel can up to 2017. H1 is the iLoad or the iMax. We've got Santa Fe in here. Santa Fe with a can system. So you can't tell me you're not getting bang for your buck out of this system, out of this machine at 150 bucks. Infinity, also Nissan as well. There's a lot of models we don't have here, so we've got some proxy ones there as well. This can do some prox keys. Jaguar, we don't get a lot of. S-Type, which I believe is in the Ford menu as well. Jeep, we starting to see more of them. Cherokee up to 04. Commander up to 10. Compass up to 14. Liberty up to 07. Wrangler, which we see a lot of now. Kia, that's another very popular one. So Carnival's in there. Some of these are up to 2017. So for 150 bucks, you know, you're getting a lot of bang for your buck here. Sure, it's a lot of the older cars, but you know, you can't complain. You could make your money back on this of one use, 2 uses, easy. And then you're never paying for tokens, you're never paying for anything. Mazda, okay, B series up to 2017. That's a good one. CX, see that one? 2017. CX Proxy up to 2011. CX7 up to 08. CX9 up to 2017. CX9 up to 2011. Mazda 3 up to 2017. So I can see Mazda 5 up 08 to 2017. So it can do the Mazdas. You know, quite a lot of Mazdas here. R8 it can do. Tribute it can do. 121 it can do. Mitsubishi Australia. Let's have a look. Okay, we've got the Challenger, the Express vans, the Lancers up to 06. The Magnas up to 05. Pajeros up to 02. Pajero up to 05. So we've got a few there. Is there anything else? Nissan. Let's have a look at Nissan. Alright, so there's all the Nissan that we've got. Micro van, Navara up to 05. Note, Pathfinder. And it goes on. Pulsar. X-Trail. 350Z. Nissan trucks. So there's a little bit of a niche market. You don't see too many trucks these days, but these don't look like trucks. These look like just cars. So that's interesting. Ultimobile Opel Volix. That's an interesting one. Okay, so we've got this Astra can system up to 2017. The combo we've got up to 01, and now we've got the combo from 01 to 17. That's the more modern combo, the little work van. Okay. So bang for buck, I can't go past this. I love this little machine, works well. Let's do a little bit of Renault just for the hell of it. We've got the Kangaroo in there. Got some of the bigger ones. What's the most? Okay, so it goes up to 08 for Reynolds. Saab US, Seat, Skoda, Subaru. Let's have a look at Subaru. Okay, we've got some, they pretty much go from 05 to 07, 98 to 03 for the Foresters, Impreza 04. I haven't used it on Subarus, so. Okay, Suzuki, Grand Vitara, Ingus, they're popular models. You see them a lot. Jimny, the Swift, up to 04, up to 012 for the SX4. So when people have old cars and they don't want to spend any money on the locksmithing side of things, and you've got this particular machine and you can use it for that, then you have a chance to make your money, because then it's only a matter of making the key, grabbing the chip, and programming it in. And if your program is not costing you $8,000, $10,000, $2,000 yearly subscriptions, you've got a chance to actually give a competitive price where you can make some money. Prices have come down so far that if you're having to pay for expensive key cutting machines, expensive programming machines, expensive key blanks, before you know it, you might as well give the key to the customer, because it's costing you more than what the market is willing to pay. And that's the position we find ourselves in. Okay, so Caddy. So we're on Volkswagen now. We've got the Beetle to 04, the Caddy up to 99, the Caddy up to 04, Caddy Can up to 06. Can we go down here? We've got the Golf up to 98. And the Jetta up to 17. So I think the most I've seen so far is up to 17. And there has been some prox keys in here too, which is very interesting. Alright, so let's go to remotes now, and I think you're going to find it's pretty much the same sort of deal. The transponder side of things is one thing, and then you got the remotes on the other side. So you can add remotes to all of these cars just the same as you would some of the others. Let's have a look at Mazda. Okay, so you can add a prox remote for CX-7, a prox remote for CX-9, Mazda 3 prox between 10 and 11, Mazda 6 prox up to 2011. So there's room here. There's room here to move. And there's some of the ones you can get as aftermarket as well. Okay, so nothing's changed in that menu. Okay, all the Astras, you can... This is an older car machine. Don't get me wrong. 96 to probably 2014 is probably your sweet spot. You might get some that go up to 17, but most of the time not. So, pin code service, that's interesting. Hyundai pin code, let's have a look at that. Insert the last 6 digits of the pin. So, as a lot of locksmiths know, there's only certain systems, and this looks like it's got the first system where it goes up to, I think, now I've got to check my memory, 2014 or something, where you could enter the last few digits and then you would get something from it. You use the keypad down here to do that. Let's go back. Now we've got to enter in something. 554. Enter. Last 6 digits. Enter. Okay, so that's the passcode. So that will allow you to log in. So that's interesting. Kia pin code. Last 6 digits once again. And I can't use the back button on this. Okay. Nissan BCM code. Oh, sorry, read pin code. Nissan BCM is in here too. Turn the ignition on. Okay, put the OBD cable. So it's actually going to try and read the Nissan BCM code so you don't have to pull it apart. Not successful in my book, but it's there. Maybe it might be successful for you or on particular models. VAG pin code, system 123. Okay, that's helpful. VAG 7 to 7 minus 4 pin conversion. Okay. Dealer importer 4-digit pin exit. GM pin code. Interesting. Okay. Pull a pin code from a GM model all the way up to type 6. And that looks like, oh no, we've got setup down the bottom here. Setup. Enable flags, language, serial number, calendar clock, release, restore password. You don't want to mess too much with that. Database, search, print, achieve, reset. You don't want to mess with that. Auto test down the bottom, keyboard graphics, update switch, battery level, and all the rest. So the best value key programmer for 2021, I would have to give to the SBB knockoff. And for what it can do, it seems pretty cool. Not all the functions are going to work. Okay, with the pin calculators and the BCM and all that, I get that. Not all the programming is going to work sometimes, but a lot of it does, and that's where the bang for buck kicks in. If you've got a different opinion on this, or you want to add something to it, or cars that you shouldn't plug it into, a lot of other locksmiths out there would really like to know. So if you could put that down in the comments section, other locksmiths would appreciate that, and I would appreciate it too. Okay, so no video will be complete without actually showing what you get in the box. Okay, so when it comes here, you get your tool, you get your power pack. We had to bend these things out to suit our one. So this is just your 12 volt standard DC power pack. Comes with a cable, cigarette lighter here, with your 6mm plug there. Comes with this cable here. I've got to think of this. RJ232. Oh, I could be getting that wrong. I'm yet to work out what this actually does. Comes with your OBD cable for your 25 pin port, like a printer port, and that will plug in and most of the time power it up. If it doesn't power up your device, get a new cable, because the other one I use works fine for me. Now, software. Interesting. Let's load this on the computer and see what's on it. Okay, so now the $1 million question. What's on the CD? What's on the software that comes with this? So let me show you how I've got my PC wired up here. So I've got my USB CD drive and I've put the CD in there. I have the SBB Pro 2 and I have it connected with the comms port and the 12 volt power. I have my PC, which I also have connected the COM port to. So now it's just a simple matter of going through and seeing what is on this software. Now I know it doesn't look good with the actual computer because it flickers in and out, but I'm just going to go through here and see Okay, so it's installing some sort of drivers here, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to go through and install the software because I don't think you need to see how to install software. That's pretty straightforward. Okay, so I've found the file on the disk. It's SBB, and then here we have the manual SBB, and it wants to not open that. That's a PDF. We have setup exe. Let's hit that and see what happens. Okay, so we have something in all types of language. Just going to hit the middle one, install, 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 and it seems to be doing something. Here we go. Boom. Finished. Now, a new icon should have been created, if we're lucky. I don't want to apply that just yet. So now I've got to go down here and try and find it. Okay, so I've had a little bit of success. Down here, I see win transfer, and then when I clicked on that, I got this. Select device, STD or SBB. So we've got an SBB. We're going to click on that one. We're going to hit select. Okay, so here we are here. Select PC serial port, COM port 1. So I'm going to need to go through and find out what COM port I'm using. We've got SBB, see original manual, test it, load software, program load, data load, run Silca remote service, and then save device, archive data. So I don't know why this will be helpful for us, but let's go through and try and find it and see why would you include the software if it's not going to be of some use. COM5, test connection, nothing. This could just be loading bad viruses into my computer, who knows. Okay, so now we're getting a bit more information here. We're even getting Silca keyblank references and Ilco keyblank references. Locations, how to do it. Alright, so that's some reasonable information there. It's basically walking you through what needs to be done. Some of the you're not going to be communicating, you're not going to be updating this machine. It's just not going to happen. So this win transfer, waste of time. Absolute waste of time. Let's go up to start here. Select. Yeah, so you need to get it to go on there, and then you're going to try and hit load and try and get some more software. Look, whatever this machine comes with, it comes with. I wouldn't go this far and try this because it doesn't seem to be doing anything good. Test connection. They've just copied in an original file here for an original program, and I don't think it's going to their server or doing anything that you're going to need to do. So that's my review on the SBB. Let's just close that up for now. That's the unit there. That's it plugged in, and I wouldn't bother with the CD. The only reason you'd bother with the CD is if you wanted to read the PDF or the original instructions for the software which is on it. I'd advise doing that because it might give you some insight into what's going on. But as far as going through and updating the machine, I wouldn't bother. There might be something going on where you've got to have this in the right state and then load this software. I might even be missing drivers from it. Who knows? Leave your comments down below if you've ever got that software working and if you've used it for anything more than just a simple PDF. That's my video, the review on the SBB. Thanks for watching.